Imagine this. A friend asks you a question. Something simple, like the name of that actor in your favorite sci-fi movie, or the capital of a country you studied in school. You know it. You feel it. The answer is right there, hovering at the edge of your mind, a ghost in the periphery. You just can't quite grasp it. It's like standing before a locked door, convinced you have the key, but it's invisible in your hand. This isn't just a fleeting annoyance. It's a profound peek into the strange architecture of your mind. Why do we so often feel like we know something before we actually remember it? This elusive feeling of knowing has a name. It's called metamemory. It's your brain's commentary on its own memory. It's the ability to reflect on what you know or what you think you know, even if the actual information is stubbornly out of reach. But why does this internal commentary often arrive before the memory itself? What evolutionary advantage could there possibly be in telling us, you know this, when we clearly don't? Think about a multiple choice test. You read a question, and one answer option immediately feels right, even if you can't articulate why. You might even switch your answer based on that gut feeling, and often you'd be correct. This isn't just guessing. It's a signal from a deeper part of your cognitive engine, a signal that whispers familiarity before the full playback of the memory file. Psychologists have long studied this phenomenon, categorizing it under the tip of the tongue state. It's that frustrating moment when you're sure you know a word, a name, or a fact, and you can even recall attributes about it, like its first letter or the number of syllables, but the word itself remains just beyond your grasp. It's like having a high-resolution mental photograph that's perfectly framed, but critically out of focus. The prevailing theory suggests that memory isn't a single monolithic system, but rather a complex, distributed network. When you search for a memory, your brain doesn't just pull out a complete file. Instead, it activates a constellation of related neural pathways. The feeling of knowing could be the initial activation of some of these pathways, a pre-signal that a relevant cluster of information is being accessed, even if the specific core memory hasn't fully materialized yet. Imagine your memory as a vast, interconnected web. When you try to recall something, you're not just plucking a single string. You're sending a ripple through the entire web. The feeling of knowing might be that initial ripple, a vibration that tells you something relevant is here. Before the specific node, the actual memory, fully lights up and resonates. It's the brain's way of saying, I recognize the scent, I just can't pinpoint the flower. This pre-memory signal is thought to originate in areas of the brain involved in monitoring and control, particularly the prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive decision maker. This region acts like a skilled librarian, assessing the likelihood of finding a specific book based on the general section you're in, even if the exact title isn't yet visible on the shelf. It's an internal search engine, giving you a confidence score before delivering the full result. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The strength of this feeling of knowing isn't arbitrary. Studies have shown that the more semantic information you can retrieve about a target word, even if you can't say the word itself, the stronger your conviction that you'll eventually recall it. So if you remember that the actor's name starts with a J, or that the capital city has a river running through it, your feeling of knowing intensifies. This means your brain is actively evaluating its own internal search process. It's not just passively waiting for the memory to pop up. It's making sophisticated predictions about its success. This metacognitive monitoring helps us direct our attention and effort. If we have a strong feeling of knowing, we're more likely to persist in our search, dedicating more cognitive resources to retrieving that elusive piece of information. So, instead of a direct pipeline from query to answer, memory retrieval often involves a complex dance of parallel activation. Various features of the memory, its sound, its meaning, its associated context, might be processed and stored in different brain regions. The feeling of knowing might arise when enough of these distributed features are activated to signal relevance, but not yet enough to form a complete coherent memory. Think of it like trying to assemble a puzzle. You might find a few key pieces that clearly belong together, giving you a strong sense of what the final picture will be, even if you haven't yet found all the pieces to complete it. The feeling of knowing is those first few connections, a partial match that screams, almost there. This internal signal is incredibly powerful. It can prevent us from wasting time searching for information we truly don't know, and conversely, it encourages us to dig deeper for information we're confident is stored somewhere. It's an efficiency mechanism, optimizing our cognitive search efforts in a world saturated with information. But here's the profound twist. This feeling isn't always accurate. Sometimes we have a powerful feeling of knowing about something we turn out to be completely wrong about. We're convinced we know the answer, only to find our memory was playing tricks on us, leading us down a false path. This is known as feeling of knowing but mistaken. This phenomenon reveals a crucial insight. Our metacognitive judgments, while generally reliable, are not infallible. They are estimations, probabilities calculated by the brain. It's like a weather forecast, usually right, but sometimes it predicts sunshine and you get a sudden downpour. Our internal certainty is a powerful guide, but it's not a direct pipeline to objective truth. Researchers believe that false feelings of knowing can occur when our brain activates related but incorrect information. We might correctly identify a category or a shared attribute, but misattribute it to the specific memory we're seeking. The brain successfully activates a cluster of information, but it's the wrong cluster. It's like pulling out the right book genre, but the wrong author. This implies that the feeling of knowing is a signal of information activation rather than information accuracy. It tells us that our internal search engine has found something relevant, but it doesn't guarantee the correctness of that something. It's a pointer, not the treasure itself. This is why cross-referencing and verification are so crucial, even when we feel utterly certain. Understanding this distinction is vital. It sheds light on how we form beliefs, how we learn, and how we navigate the world. Our brains are constantly making these predictive judgments about our own knowledge, guiding our actions, even when that knowledge is incomplete or potentially flawed. It's a remarkable, yet imperfect, internal GPS system for our minds. So, the feeling of knowing is more than just a momentary frustration. It's a sophisticated metacognitive process, an internal barometer of our memory state. It's the brain's attempt to be efficient, to save us time and energy by signaling whether an answer is likely to be found within our own cognitive archives, or if we should seek it externally. It's a signal that helps us navigate the vast internal landscape of our own minds, guiding us through the intricate pathways of our stored experiences and knowledge. It's an indicator that we're on the right track, even if we haven't reached the destination yet. It's the brain's way of encouraging us to keep searching, to keep believing that the answer is within reach. Ultimately, the strange feeling of knowing before you remember isn't a glitch. It's a feature. It's your brain's internal search algorithm, predicting its own success, guiding your attention, and optimizing your cognitive resources. It's a testament to the incredible complex layers of self-awareness that operate beneath the surface of our conscious thought. It's the signal that says, the key is in your pocket, keep feeling for it. But perhaps sometimes, it's just a similar-looking key that happens to be in there. How often do you trust that feeling, only to find the actual answer was something entirely different?